Welcome you everyone. In this video, I will explain how to do the static routing for a small network using Cisco Packet Tracer with the switch in the middle. In the previous video, I have explained how to do a static routing with a small network. It has connected three networks and three routers are connected each other. The difference is this one is three routers are connected with the switch. Now let's move to the simulation part. First, we have to simulate three networks. I go to the end devices, select two PCs for the network 1, two for network 2, and another two for network 3. Now I will add switch for each network and at the middle. Then I need routers, three routers for three networks. Now the connection part, I automatically choose connection type. First, I will connect all PCs and the switch. Then I will connect switch and router. Then again, three routers with the middle switch. Now the connection part is completed. Now I will assign IP address for each PCs and each router. For the network 1, we go to the IP configuration. I assign 192.168.1.2 for PC 1, and I add the default gateway is 192.168.1.0. Sorry, 1.1. This is the IP address for the PC1 in the network 1, and the second PC 1.3, default gateway is 1.1. Now I go to the second network, go to the IP configuration. I assign 192.168.2.2. For this PC, gateway is 2.1. For this PC, 2.3. Go to the IP configuration, 2.3, default gateway is 2.1. For the network 3, IP configuration 3.2, default gateway is 3.1. For the second PC of the network 3, 3.3, default gateway is 3.1. Now I have to configure each router. Go to the router in the network 1 configuration. It has 3 gigabit Ethernet port. The gigabit Ethernet port 0 0/0/0 is connected with network 1. Then I have to configure that one. Switch on the Ethernet port. Assign 192.168.1.1 IP address. Subpart is automatically generated. The gigabit Ethernet 0/0/1 is connected with this switch. Then I have to configure that port with another IP address. I have at 10.10.0.1 for that port. Go to the second router. In the second network, gigabit Ethernet 0, it is connected with network 2. Then I have to configure it as 192.168.2.1. And the second gigabit Ethernet port is connected with middle switch. Then I have to configure it with 10.10.0.2. And the last router configuration, 0 port is connected with the network 3.1, and the gigabit Ethernet 0/0/0/1 is connected with 10.10.0.0 network. Then I have to configure with IP address of 10.10.0.3. Okay, IP configuration is completed. You have to configure this network with one IP class, this one for another IP class, this for another IP, and this network you have to configure with another IP address. Now I go to the PC1 in the network 1, command prompt, I pin 192.168.1.3. This is the second PC of the same network. You can get reply from that PC. Then I will ping to the first PC of the network 2. IP address of this one is 192.168.2.4. The reply shows destination host unreachable because we still didn't configure the routing path. Then we have to set the routing path. I go to the router 1, go to the routing static routing part. We have to add both the other networks, 192.168.2.0. Mask is 255.255.255.0. Hop is for the second network, IP address of this gigabit Ethernet port. It is 10.10.0.2. I add this connection and I add the third network, 192.168.3.0. Mask is 255.255.255, and the hop is 10.10.0.3. I successfully add both the network, and I will do same process for other two routers. Configuration static 192.168.1.0 for the network 1, 255.255.255.0, 10.10.0.1. And for the third network, then I have to configure the third router. Static routing for the first network. Ten dot 10.0.1, and the second network 192.168.2.0, and hop is 10.10.0.2. Now I successfully configure the static routing part. Now I will check the routing is completed or not. Go to the command prompt in the first PC of the network 1. I ping to the first PC of the network 2. It will take some time to establish the connection properly. I have received 2 reply. Then I will again pin. Now I got 4 reply from the first PC of the network 2 with the 0 loss. Now I will ping to the first PC of the third network 3.2 and 92.168.3.2. It will also get some time to establish the connection. At the first, I got 2 reply with the 50% of loss. When I try second time, it will receive 4 reply with the 0 loss. I think you have got an clear idea about how to do the static routing for a small network using a switch in the middle. Keep in mind, you have to assign IP address for each network clearly and correctly. For this file, 192.168.1.0 network, and the this side is 10.10.0.0 network. This is the only thing you have to assign correctly for each router. Otherwise, the connection will not be working properly. I think you have got an idea about how to do that one, and thank you.